Hello?
Objection!
Well, that comes under the category of too bad.
All rise and like, subscribe, and bang the gavel, baby.
And it's time. Oh, there it is. A little slow. Sorry.
Little slow.
Little slow.
That was Creed's nickname in high school.
That's for sure. Jason's Case is 5 days a week and a extended day.
Call them.
For today, where are we at? Do you have any idea where we're starting at?
I'm not really sure. I believe we are in the great state of California. I do know that by the emblem behind our judge, Judge Reeves. The case that was on just before this one, the guy had robbed some place. I got that much out of it. They had handcuffed him. He took off running while handcuffed. Caught later on. They found a assault rifle in his car.
Oh, nice.
He had 8 strikes in the last 10 years leading up to this one.
Thank you, sir.
So I was like, wow, this guy's going for it broke. So a lot of good stuff happening here in California. But I know you were talking about Judge Middleton returning from vacation today.
He is back. I've got him set up and ready to go. As soon as it looks like something's happening. Let's see if anything.
I don't know who this old dude is. This old codger they got back there.
Shoots to the rooster. You can see everybody checking in. Yeah, early time today. We wanted to do a little extended version today.
A little making up for there being no cases yesterday because of the holiday.
But you found somebody that was on.
I did find one court that was only one out of all the ones we monitor was live with cases, and it was the lady who we see that we always say she's at her house, and everybody loves the DA with the little nose.
Yeah,
her little nose like this, and so I was like, wow. I couldn't believe it.
A law talk with Mike, and dude showed up to his sentencing in a hoodie, and the judge gave him a ton of crap. We are slowly building on the Discord. We've got a new channel for We Got a Case.
I like that.
And we want you guys to keep putting in links to ones that you're watching. Plus, it helps you guys out that are new to the Zoom court world.
I also want to encourage everybody to drop if you pull a clip, if you clip something and you want us to see it, that's the place to drop it. We want to be able to keep up.
If you are not super tech savvy when it comes to that, at least write down what the description is, the date, and timestamp it. It was an hour and 20 minutes in that something happened. That can help too. There's that. Just a couple of things. We're going to be bouncing around. This is all live courtroom drama unfolding in front of our very eyes. We try to keep as quiet as it's possible for us to do.
That's a lot. It's asking a lot, but there it is. You got to remember we're at the mercy of the court. So how right now no one's really talking. We're at the mercy. So we're here now. We'll jump around. We'll find the best tidbits we can get into, and hopefully we can sink our teeth into a really good case like we have in the past.
John brings up a great point. Let's run through the rules. No cell phones. Take your hats off. No smoking on camera. Some judges are not into the fans and lights situation behind you.
I think they feel like it's distracting.
And it is. It's very annoying. Did you see the one I sent you? The dude that had the piece of his roof or the ceiling was messed up, and now the whole ceiling's gone. Little stuff like that I love.
I do too. It's all these little things that make this a great show. If you're watching right now, please do us a favor. Like this video right now. It's going to push people into the room. If you're over on Facebook, you can like it over there, but you can also share it out, and that helps quite a bit.
Heidi, hell yeah, sunny Cocoa Beach. Ice storm
Ooh.
back at home. Yeah, I'd rather be where you're at then, for sure.
Bloody Mary.
Mm.
I like a good Bloody Mary.
Very nice. Good to see Judge Middleton back. He let it slip that he was going to be on Duval Street, so he's in Key West all week.
He's got a nice tan going. Maybe he was mingling at the Hog's Breath?
Yeah, the Hog's Breath. Wouldn't that have been so funny to jump in and see him?
Yes, Your Honor.
As soon as something gets popping, we'll
I have not seen you for many years.
jump into it.
20 years. I don't know if I've seen you.
Take my Jimmy hat off. Nah, keep it on. That's fine.
You've worn it this long. Why not? Just keep it.
Debbie, Ashley, Jen is here, and most importantly, our guy coming in with the first 222, and we can't even give him crap because he got the 22 cents right.
222, baby. Our guy, look at you. Innovator. I like it a lot.
405 East. A true 2 for Tuesday today on a 222 of 22.
That's right.
Twos.
A lot of
Day of the
twos.
week.
Too sweet.
So if the court wanted to proceed, I can convey that to you.
Yeah, that would be fine.
I will say this one thing with Judge Middleton, he's a little quieter out of all the judges. Just keep that in mind.
In our office, they're here today. They were relieved.
He looks like Bob Beck from Bob Beck's Marina Cafe.
Seeking additional jail time, but they do
Tonight,
that the defendant has
karaoke
problems.
at Bob Beck's Marina
Like to
Cafe.
see him placed on a probation where he'd have to complete some type of anger management program. Looking at his criminal history and the facts of this case, I do think a probation
That's
would
why I
be
closed the
appropriate.
storm door.
And that's what I would ask.
Ghost, good to see you.
Swear to God, got off the slot stream the other night,
It's kind of hard to hear everybody with masks on.
wanting
It's okay. I
Taco
get you,
Bell.
Mr. Robert, Your Honor.
I get there.
I think he hits the nail on the head. On this.
They say, "Oh, we only have hard tacos." I said, "I can't even get the box." He said, "We have only hard tacos."
Ask him to make you a giant burrito at a taco at a burrito show, maybe.
Could I have one giant taco, please?
Just one giant taco.
Since he's been in front of any court, let alone Your Honor. So we do think that a probationary period would probably be most appropriate. Allow him to complete any programming that the court would like with the ability.
How
to
bright is the light that
start
Tim
to
George
have
has
time
right
via
now?
the-
It's very,
Thank you.
very bright. Very bright. He's squinting. So
Mr. Hagan, is there
It's
anything you want to tell me?
Well, sir, I'm currently online taking an anger management.
and dating, doing a lot of dating online.
Online. Come on.
It's a
Online anger
course.
management.
So
Well,
you're
you can
reading.
do that, but I want you to take my course.
Okay.
And that's a good start. They're also going to get an alcohol timeout. But
Alcohol.
I think Mr. Robert and.
Does this look a little better? Am I get?
George,
How do I do this?
Right now, is there a no contact?
This is very, very bright.
Judge,
Can't
is
get
there an
enough light
objection
over here.
Lifting the no contact?
I did not talk to them about that.
Normally at the time of.
No contact with alcohol.
Because they're no longer on bond, they're on probation.
That means you can't.
I would ask that it remain the case.
Not even gonna say it. You know that other method from behind,
Yes. No butt chugging.
right? Yes.
No
contact.
Zero contact.
Fingerprint all the cans and bottles in your house.
I'm also attending AA too.
All right, that's a good start. You've been sober before.
Yes, sir. I
Yes, for one day.
drink
You've been sober before, but you're lush and you fell off the wagon.
July.
Likes, please.
Likes are very important. Gotta do it.
You know what happens? It's all one day at a time. And look where it ends up
I know, sir.
with a hand.
No, Ghost. He's got long ass hair. He wears it down sometimes too and looks completely different.
All right.
Like a badass.
Like a badass.
All right, well, we can review that and see how you do on the probation.
You think he's got a young wife?
Great question. I have thought about
He's got
that. He
12
talks
months
about her a
probation.
little bit here and
It'll be
there.
Completed in 6 months.
Love to see.
We used to allow it, now the rule allows it. But I'm gonna have a 0 fine. There's a $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state.
That is very
fee,
common, that $75
$150
fee in his
attorney
courtroom.
fee, $480 probation oversight fee, and you're gonna pay for the class. I'm not gonna do the full DV class. I am gonna do
Doesn't
R.
seem too stiff.
It was very good.
He
Assaultive or threatening behavior.
one thing you'll notice is that things do run a little slower over here. Not
You know how to be so
Rapid fire, like we're with
at Cedric.
Cedric Simpson's court.
So
Don, thank you for the 222. Appreciate you.
$2 cash.
Yeah, he's lit up, as they say.
He's all washed out.
you can do this as soon as you complete the class and pay the
Mhm.
funds. If you do it in 6 months, it's
Spot check
$240.
news.
I like what you're saying. Spot check news.
Now, this is an actual referral to probation.
These are not as fun when you've got somebody like
Down to the probation.
half in court, half on Zoom. We'll watch. I'm glad that Middleton's back, but we'll wait for something to happen. What do we got
It's
going
not
on
in
here?
his property. I've
Something good.
come to determine I can't believe much of what this defendant says about
Examination
anything,
docket
including
today.
the vehicle that all of a sudden was damaged. So what I will indicate that Miss Wilson's cell phone
That'd be awesome.
will be returned to
Yeah.
the defendant's property at
75
the
in my
area.
pocket, bud.
That way his property can be, if that helps, his property can be checked. And if her phone is in there, then she can have it back. Of course, abiding by sheriff's procedures for the return of property and its tracking. With reference,
Judge?
not much else I can do with reference to the
It seems like you got some serious cases over here today.
car payment and insurance. What is clear to the court is not only did this defendant, but does this defendant attempt to try to control Miss Wilson by virtue of
This is the most
physical
calm I've
force and
ever seen
Yeah,
or
he is.
heard him.
violence against her, but he also attempts to try to control her by
I guess this is like
financial
domestic
means. He
violence
was
court.
supposed to pay, and in order that he pay this insurance at some other point, I do believe, and he just doesn't want to do it.
Judge isn't happy. Really isn't happy. He is super like chilled today.
We're waiting.
I don't believe you do. But
Oh, some of our
Jumping over to
favorite.
the city of Lacey.
I don't know.
Are they in Ashley from Spied Life's house with that giant tapestry there on the wall?
Your next court date is March 22nd,
Jihan Solo.
1:30.
Jihan
Free to
Solo.
go. All right. You're welcome.
Tyson's really chilling like mad. What is what's the Bad Boy's house?
Yeah, he's on the floor. He's maybe doing some gaming. I'm not really sure what he's doing.
Come back to you.
He might be an astronaut.
Let's take Cole Matson next, please. The number 7 on the 10 o'clock calendar.
Co Maxon.
What are we doing, John? Meeting up for
We
a
have
brawl?
a proposed resolution, Your Honor, in the form of an SOC. Had to make a last minute adjustment to that, so I sent it to the clerk.
Yeah, Cedric
email.
is super
So
chill
we have
today. That is so
updated
weird.
He started some new meds apparently.
Yeah, like lithium.
He's like really down there.
How many girlfriends you think Galaxy A32 5G has?
Oh, I mean, tons.
I mean, if you ask him.
I mean,
Oh, he's
when
got some tapestry happening too there off to the side.
when he's not here chilling like this in court, he's making shirt designs for his favorite YouTube channel.
I thought it was the dude from that thrift store song in video. You know what I'm talking about? With the that's what I thought.
He's Macklemore.
That's it. Thank you.
2 years. There are conditions in place. Those conditions are $120 probation fee, $250 BAC fee.
BAC fee.
Blood alcohol content or whatever fee. Is that what that is?
You gotta pay for being drunk.
Obligations. You're not to consume any alcohol. Don't refuse a breath test. Stay out of bars and taverns.
Bars and taverns.
What about pubs, sir?
What about restaurants that serve alcohol?
What about the bar at Applebee's? I hear it's pretty popping at 1 a.m.
The tavern.
Tavern.
Next to the cavern.
What year is this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Stay out of all taverns.
Conditions at the end of 24 months. The hit and run will be dismissed.
Oh, by the way, speakeasies are included in that as well, sir.
No one is allowed. No bathtub hooch.
If you fail in any of these conditions, though, you'll be brought back before the court. Your guilt or innocence will be determined by a reading of the police report. So you're giving up your right to a trial, but you're getting the opportunity to have this dismissed.
Never drive a red car.
You comply with those conditions.
For sure.
You understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Your signature line here is blank on this, but did you review all this with Mr.
No less than 4, Dustin.
Demon Slayer shirt he's wearing. He's into anime.
Do you have any questions about any of it?
No, we went over it and
He's a little old for that, isn't he?
No.
And
not
so
at all.
you want to go forward with
Oh, look, he's brushing his bald head.
Uh-oh, a little more of Han Solo over here.
Sabota, anything?
Does he have a tiny little bit of hair right here?
Clarification.
I would call that a tusk of hair.
Period. It's amended to negligent driving. First degree, not second.
2
degree.
tapestries.
Oh,
Count them. 2.
Yeah, that was my mistake. Sorry.
But nothing further to add.
Lawrence Hoffman's growing some weed in the background there.
Hoffman?
Yeah, it's for personal
I'm
use. He lives in Canada
adopt this,
sometimes.
The Hoff.
Stipulation order of
The
continuance.
Hoff is
Um,
here.
Mr. Madison's been very proactive in this, been in touch with me multiple times
Good to
along
see
the
ya.
way.
Bye.
Has completed his evaluation already at Northwest Resources. He's already done his victim impact panel and has already done the alcohol and drug information class.
Galaxy's on the move.
All those, I provided that to Mr. Sabota. I'll also provide that to the probation department. Therefore,
Judge trying to pick his nose with a mask on.
Somewhat.
Why is the judge the only one wearing a mask, by the way? He's up on the bench by himself.
He's a college student.
Oh my gosh, that hair is
it's nice.
Was insured at the time of this incident, so the hit and
He
run
needs
should be
keeps.
addressed damage from the hit and run
Yeah.
that way.
Yes, it does.
Big for
I think Mr.
YouTubers.
Madsen has, as I said, been very proactive.
That's our next product
in
promotion.
accepting responsibility for what
Yes,
has
John.
occurred and doing his best to resolve this. Thank you.
Mr. Mattson, anything you'd like to say at this time?
Let's get drunk.
No, Your Honor. I'd just like to thank Mr. Hoffman for all his hard work in this.
He's like, bitch, you better thank me. I'm the judge.
Stipulated order of continuance. This will be continued for.
Oh, he's got a cat.
Without a finding for 24 months. And then the DUI, at the conclusion of 24 months, the DUI will be amended to negligent driving in the first degree.
24 months.
His conditions are: don't have any criminal law violations, don't drive without license or insurance,
No speakeasies,
don't
taverns.
consume any alcohol or have any controlled
Water and
substance
holes.
prescription, don't
Keep
refuse
it-
a breath
keep it
test, stay
quiet.
out of all bars and taverns. I'll give you 60 days. I know you've already done this, but for the record,
Oh,
you don't have to
proactive
do it
24
again.
months.
For the record, though, attend a DUI victims impact panel, get a drug and alcohol evaluation, comply with whatever is recommended by April 22nd.
Amy and the
As I
Heath.
said, I know, having said that, I know we've already done that. I'll waive the BAC fee, reduce the probation fee to $60, and there'll be $43 in court costs, so your total financial obligations will be $103.
Does Cole have a diploma on the wall? Can't tell.
That's it. Good luck going forward.
Thank you.
That don't seem too bad at all. Not bad at all. Cole, you got out cheap, bud.
Mr. Hoffman?
Mr. Matson, you can leave the meeting now. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You're free to go.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Go on, get.
Let's
You can
take
get out of here.
Tyson Miller Willis.
Tyson Miller
Welcome to 10
Willis.
o'clock.
Tyson,
Number 8.
the astronaut.
Morning.
Hello?
Morning.
What's happening with this case?
Looks very
We're
confused.
going to ask this one.
What do you think he
I'm
did?
going to ask that this just be said on the
Woohoo!
track. Mr. Miller Willis and I have talked
At
about
Five
this
Below, I hope.
some length on two
What a deal.
occasions. We have more to talk about, and if we come to a resolution, we'll set it back on the calendar for that. But in the meantime, let's get it on the trial track.
I want to know what Galaxy A32 5G did.
Mr. Sabota?
Agree.
So, Mr. Miller Willis, is your mailing address still on Golden Creek Place? In
What you
Chehalis?
talking about?
Yes, sir.
Don't be sending me no mail now.
This court date on your cell phone?
Yes, sir.
All right. This will get set for trial. Keep an eye on your mail notice your next court.
Wow,
date.
that was quick.
Mailing address. on
Separate
Golden Creek
trial.
Place. You'll also get a text reminder. Keep in good contact with Mr. Hoffman. And again, if something breaks in terms of resolution, you can get back on the calendar.
I also
Yes,
think he
sir.
has something
Thank
in
you
his
very
teeth. It keeps going like,
You're welcome. You're free to leave the Zoom call.
Thank you now. Take care, Mr. Hoffman.
Thank you.
wow, kiss.
Everybody loves Mr. Hoffman.
Next, Your Honor, is
The Huff.
on the 10:30 calendar.
Han Solo.
It's Jahan Big Medicine.
What? Oh, it's Jihan Solo.
Jahan Solo, I believe.
Yes. Tapestry collector.
Oh, there you go.
That looks like a woman.
And what's happening with that case?
Pretty
Your Honor,
odd.
we're just going to ask for a reset, a short reset on this.
Can we see Jahan's whole face, please?
No. Eyes
Big
only.
Medicine
Mike.
and I have some things to talk about. There's a potential for
Did he say Mr. Medicine?
good
Yeah,
potential for resolution
something
one of two
weird.
ways.
I'm going to start doing this. now.
Further discussion about that to
Mr. Medicine, please.
be able to reach that conclusion.
He can
Mr.
pretend to
Spoda?
be a woman if he just shows his eyes.
So is your mailing address still on Stone Street?
He owes a lot of money to people, including his family. He hadn't talked to his mom and dad in years. One brother that sticks with him, though, is just like, you know, Galaxy's going to do it. He's going to clean himself up.
Court date on your cell phone?
Rest of the family thinks he's
Yes,
a
he did.
POS.
That is a woman. Jahan Solo, Big Money is Big Medicine is a woman.
You're welcome.
Big medicine.
Big Medicine.
Mr. Hoffman?
Hoff?
I don't know who it is at Galaxy 832 5G.
That's our boy Galaxy.
Sir, can you tell us your name?
Who? Speak up. I can't hear you.
What time are you scheduled to be here?
10 or
Yesterday.
10 a.m.
Number 9 on the 10 o'clock
Does he
calendar.
work at
Your Honor.
Burger King,
You want to break that room with
McDonald's,
them,
Taco
Mr. Hoffman?
Bell?
No, I've spoken with
Where
him
do you think?
yesterday. and
Worked at them all.
Oh, okay.
We're pretty well set for where we want to go today.
That's
Want
fine.
this one set for trial as well.
It sounded like big medicine, right? We're not.
Information we're trying to
Okay.
receive
Big
that
medicine.
is
Big
useful
medicine.
In terms of discussions with the prosecutor on this matter, but for the short term, we'll ask that. it be
Hey, you
set
do
for
the
trial.
crime, you pay the time on
And,
YouTube.
Gotta be
That
famous.
part running.
Mr. Nelson, your mailing address still on Brittany Lane Northeast in Lacey?
Apartment
to
number
see
2A.
Yes, sir. Apartment D106.
Damn it, I was close.
Oh,
Oh, I was
Saying
close.
that's not right?
Hi, Laura.
All right. If anybody's nearby, go knock on that door right now.
To Mr. Nelson, repeat your apartment number. Do you say D1 as in dog 106?
No, B as in Big Medicine.
Do you think that he hangs around
He's
club?
screen framed.
I think he is, yeah.
Mr. Nelson, you're kind of coming in and
Hello?
out. Yeah.
Can you see him hanging out at a club pretending that he owns the place and knows everybody there?
Oh, absolutely.
So your mailing
He's got a
address
Sonic
is
the Hedgehog
apartment
poster behind
P,
him.
as in dog 106.
Been a while since he got laid.
Well, maybe
Yes, sir.
virtually, you know.
Okay.
There is
Did you get
sexting
a
and things
text
like that.
reminder of your court
He's
date
in
on
the
your-
metaverse.
Hey, Terrell.
No, sir.
You can get one if you give me your cell phone number.
Oh,
360
60
556
556.
2712.
Somebody please text him and tell
Start
him.
texting him right
what
now.
he got.
Set for trial. I want you to keep in contact with your attorney, Mr. Hoffman. And then that's it for today. You're free to leave.
Go, hey, gay boys.
Yes, sir.
Just saw you on Zoom, court, bro.
Be in touch.
Yes, sir.
How many tattoos you got?
One radio tower on his
And
shoulder.
I think, yeah, so that leaves, there's someone on an iPhone. Who is that?
Who
I
you?
believe that's Mr. Lodwig.
That's somebody with more money than our galaxy friend. That's what that is.
I'm here.
Okay.
Mr. Lodwig is here.
What's happening today with that, Mr. Hoffman?
I believe we have a
Oh, that's not his name, Robert?
form of guilty plea.
Come on.
I see it.
Damn it.
So, is Randall Logvig, or is
The
that
one
you?
guy was named Big Medicine.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes,
No.
I can. And then
Yeah.
I'm looking at a statement of defendant on plea of guilty, which says you're pleading guilty to one count of.
Text him,
is that
Ashley.
correct?
Says, where do you work at?
The maximum you can receive for this is 364 days in jail
Yes.
and a $5,000 fine. Do you understand that?
Ooh.
Yes, I do.
He's
In
pleading guilty.
paragraph 5 of
Thank
the
you, San
plea
Pedro
list
Jimmy.
of rights that are set out, when you plead guilty, you give up all those rights. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Spot
The
check
city's
news.
going to recommend 364 days in jail, all suspended
Then why give it to him?
for a period of 2 years. You pay $43 in costs, have no criminal law violations, and stay out of Taco Bell. Is that correct? Understanding what's being recommended?
Keep your ass out of the Taco Bell.
Yes, I do.
Anybody make any threats or promises other than what's contained in the
Your
plea
ass out
recommendation?
Taco Bell.
Guilty?
He must have rolled into Taco Bell and they told him we only have hard tacos right now. Sorry.
He was there right after Creed.
2021, in Lacey, you took a cash register containing $100 from the Martin Way Taco Bell store without authority or permission to do so. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
100 bones. I
Hello?
was hoping he'd stole tacos.
Yeah, I'm here. I heard you.
Hello?
Did you read this?
Okay.
Okay.
Did you read this plea form, or did Mr. Hoffman read it to you, or both those things?
He's laughing.
I read over my email. Yeah.
Judge is laughing.
Do you have any questions about it?
No, I do not.
Okay. The signature line on page 12, underneath paragraph 12 is blank. But you
Is it
adopt
just that Taco
statement
Bell
for
or all
your
Taco
cash
Bells?
register.
I would ask because
This plea form
I
going
can't
forward
imagine life being banned from Taco Bell.
to,
Sir, can I order DoorDash from Taco Bell?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I have a friend pick it up
I'll
for me?
accept your plea, enter a finding of guilty, enter finding the plea was made knowingly and voluntarily.
No, Ashley, did you really text?
Will proceed with sentencing.
Let us know.
Sabota,
Nothing for
Mr. Hoffman,
Nothing further, Your Honor. We ask that you adopt the recommendation.
And no big deal. I hate Taco Bell, the Hoff says.
Mr. Lodwig, anything you'd like to say?
He likes Hardee's.
No, Your Honor.
So I have to say, how'd you get a hold of a cash register? Aren't those things generally anchored to wherever they're anchored to, like at the counter and so forth?
Taco Bell.
How did that work? What actually happened here, Mr. Sabota? I could turn for you from the police report. We see a lot of theft cases. Typically, they're a shoplift of some sort. This seems a bit unusual.
This is a theft of a cash register with about $100 in.
Is that what it looks
cash
like?
on the till.
Yes.
And it was taken from the store on an attempt to locate.
No tacos for him.
Stopped
Do
them.
not
The
serve
the
this
cash
man.
register was eventually found under a pile of clothing in the trunk.
It's three.
He's
three
Bishop's
Taco
car.
Bells. Oh yeah.
told that.
Did you
I
see a
told
small
Alex where it
TV
was.
in there by the agent?
All right.
Any guns just bouncing around? Loaded.
Anything further, Mr. Hoffman or Mr. Lodwig?
Thank you, San
Go along
Pedro
with the
Jimmy.
recommendation, but
He should be
any
asking.
additional comments?
Seriously, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Further
Which
for
one?
me, Your Honor.
364 days in jail, all suspended, $43 in court costs. Don't have any criminal law violations, and stay away from Taco Bell. Again, the duration is for
Somebody clip that. Stay away from
For,
Taco Bell, please.
24 months. Yeah, you're free to leave the Zoom call there, Mr.
I
Lodwig.
think that Mikey's right. He chuckled a little bit there. He kind of lost it.
Yeah, because he was like, I gotta know, how the hell did you do this? Well, look, there he is.
Is that him?
This is Joao Espinoza.
Nah, it's a new guy.
Oh, okay.
He's allowed. This one, I think, is allowed to go to
I think I
Taco
have
Bell.
court today, right?
What's your name again?
Joao Espinoza.
Who?
5 on the calendar, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Just call him Big Medicine.
Go on that case, Mr.
I'm not. I did not successfully reach
Is
him
he in the
yesterday.
cabin?
So if I could have a breakout room with him, I'd appreciate it.
Mm.
You can.
Yeah, he's in a log cabin. This dude's got money. He got log cabin money.
Are you here for court? What's your name? Last name?
There's
Anything going on over here?
AID.
Yes, this very
to,
scary
represent you
Judge
on both
Leo over
matters.
here.
And then are you guys together?
I don't know if
And
he
then-
was born a man or
Mr. Gallardo,
going to
then
be a man. I'm not sure which one.
God bless.
it's on calendar today, but it shouldn't be. But I'll confirm tomorrow's date for Mr. Gallardo to be present. And Ms. Park, what
Gerardo.
do you want to do?
I like that we're letting people in court again, but still zooming.
So the co-defendant is on tomorrow?
Yes.
We could just. can you come back
Again, there's a
tomorrow?
lot of these courtrooms that are in the same courthouse in California.
Yeah, and they all look the same. Like I
Uh-huh.
can pull up Department 1.
Or do you want to put his matters out and let Mr. Gallardo catch up?
Like they're same building for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I think there's like 10 courtrooms in this one place.
About
No
March
Taco Bell
28th.
ever again.
All right. And Mr. Guzman, is that all right for you to come back on Monday, March 28th?
I like that the guy just ran in and grabbed a
All
cash
right, you're
register and
waiting on
ran
both
out.
your cases.
And it
It
had
only got
$100
Monday,
in
March
it.
28th, and they'll be
That's the
8:30
worst
back
part.
here in Department 6.
I didn't hear any restitutions. That was crazy.
Both your
67. Mr.
No
Festi, are you ready to
restitutions.
proceed with the range?
Love Jason Walker, by the way. This judge is pretty cool. A little slower pace, but
information, enter a plea of not guilty.
yes,
set
it
future
is.
hearing dates on the basis of his in custody status.
All right. Mr. Smith, you are charged with felony violation of a court order. A plea of not guilty is being entered to that charge today. The next step is for the court to set a date for a trial upon that charge. Mr. Grip, how many days do you expect this trial to require? You're muted, Mr. Grip.
Mr.
Apologies.
Grip?
I think it'll be a 2-day trial.
All right.
What a name.
I'm going to schedule the trial for 2 days, beginning
Judge
April
Grip.
19. The next hearing in this case will be an omnibus hearing on March 21 at 9 a.m.
Michael Malloy, look forward to tonight,
Trial
buddy.
readiness hearing for
Make sure you got
April 11
tacos fresh made for me
at
when I
9
get there.
a.m. We will make a decision regarding pretrial conference at the time of the omnibus hearing.
That
That's
would make
all
sense
today
then.
in
Why
that
there's
case. What
so
are
many
we doing
courtrooms.
in Mr. Smith's other case, Mr. Festi, that's on for sentencing, 21-1-396.
Mr. Festius.
I filed a very brief sentencing statement requesting that this be set over to be tracking with the current case.
Mr.
Mr. Grip and I have spoken. There's a possibility these matters could
It's
be
like a
resolved
villain.
same time, although I
Mr.
understand
Grip.
Grip needs time to carefully look at the new matter. I'd ask that it track with the current case, perhaps.
Been watching this courtroom for quite a while. Just before we went live, Judge Dave here. There was a dude that came in, and apparently he hit an elderly man. He snapped. broke his jaw. And the lawyer there was trying to get him off on like since he's a first time offender, clean slate, man, nothing, like not even traffic tickets. The judge goes, no, he's going to serve some time. This is a violent crime.
Yeah, violent offender.
He's like an 80-year-old man in the jaw, broke his jaw, and sentenced him to 90 days, Jerry.
I think that's a good deal.
Both
Yeah.
matters,
Should.
in light of a prior breached plea agreement, would have to be worded. I think that we have an understanding of what would be proper.
Hello,
there,
Glenn.
And I will be submitting that plea agreement shortly.
Don't mess with.
All right. Mr.
Attorney
Smith,
Grip.
we'll see you back on March 21 at 9 a.m.
And for the record, Judge, and for the clerk, I've transferred Mr. Smith's older case to Mr. Grip so he can resolve both cases together.
Because why not?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why not?
I like turtles.
All right. Let's see here.
Yes.
We have 9 cases on the 10:30 a.m. docket. Mrs. Pronte, would you like to take a break before we take up the 10:30 docket?
No, I think first floor would like to be seen.
No, let's go ahead. And just
Judge. That's fine.
keep rolling.
Hey, Kristen.
Who do we have in the first floor conference room at the jail?
Your Honor, this is Jesus Pacheco.
I like turtles.
Jesus.
State of Washington versus Jesus
Or Jesus.
Pacheco. Mr. Lane?
Hey.
This is Miss Young's case.
Oh, Miss Young. Okay. All right.
Is Miss Young
Ms.
real
Young,
old?
what are we doing to Mr. Pacheco's
of
case
course.
today?
What about
Your
Dale
Honor, I
Gribble?
think that this is on for omnibus. We are working on
I'm sorry?
a global resolution.
Omnibus?
We have an omnibus order entered this afternoon.
Omnibus?
Dale's done some time.
Right.
Yeah, he does.
75 of you, please like this. If you're new here, subscribe, notifications on.
Need to be addressed prior to trial?
What's an omnibus?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Could I buy some pot from you?
By the way, Creed, while we're here with this courtroom, we are still waiting for Judge Simpson to come back. Looks like we're going to be doing some other stuff
No, sorry, Your
in
I
his
hope he's not doing
courtroom
a couple
today.
of bumps or something.
Mr. Pacheco,
You
the
never
next
know.
hearing will be on March 21.
Peppy powder.
And we will conduct a pretrial conference if there are going to be any plea agreements reached.
Omnibus.
Really?
On or before the date of the pretrial conference.
Vinny, is this
See you back
true?
March 21st at 10:30, and I will expect to receive an omnibus.
I'm going to
order.
go with Vinny for the, I'm going to say,
All right,
sure.
thank you.
Well, I've got it right here from the dictionary.
Omnibus.
A volume containing several novels or other items previously published separately.
You should be
Omnibus.
Your Honor, he's in custody here, but I'm going to ask the court to strike that. I filed a
Big
motion
brain on
to
Vinny.
that last week.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I
All
did,
right.
because we had a pre-signed waiver. We filed.
All right. Matters.
Rick Peterson,
The docket.
Thank you.
I don't
So I was
American
about
porn
to do it.
star, has died today.
Rick Peterson is definitely a yes.
Good old Rick Peterson.
Starring Rick Peterson as the casting couch. Oh, does that guy only have one arm? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Scratch his back.
Is this one of those stand-up work desks? I hope it is.
I don't know, but he's got the fat girl MySpace pose perfect. You know, way up, down, like that.
Mr. Hyatt.
Mr. Hyatt Regency, are you?
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Nethery.
Where in Vietnam are you? Oh, he is. He's a Vietnamese interpreter.
Mr. Nether Regions here.
You're being given the wrong time to appear today.
Oh, that's okay, Your Honor. I'm fine with that.
Mr. Grip.
The
This
eyes.
is what happens when we don't take care of
I'm not
detail.
looking at him. He's
I
not looking
can't.
at me.
I'll be RB.
Paying Mr.
Go ahead.
Nethery to have been here an unnecessary 2.5 hours. All right. Pretrial conference.
Mr. Lee has a wandering eye.
Yeah.
I think the parties have reached an
Wife.
agreement in principle, if I'm not mistaken.
Mr. Hyatt.
I'm Hyatt, yeah.
That's correct, Your Honor. We've been negotiating.
What the hell did this guy do?
Continued to negotiate, and we're negotiating up until last night. So,
Thank you, Mike. If you send over stars on the Facebook, much love. Thank you very
and I need
much.
to discuss that with
Hallelujah.
clients.
Thì chúng tôi cũng đang thương lượng mới nhận cái đề xuất của bên kia, bây giờ phải bàn luận với thằng chủ tôi trước khi quyết định nha.
So are you, Mr. Hyatt, are you telling me that as of right now, there has not been any agreement reached?
Thì đúng không ông Hyatt, là chưa có thỏa thuận gì phải không?
Your Honor, an agreement's been reached in principle between myself and Mr. Grip, but I have not had an opportunity to communicate that to my client and get a meeting with the
Which one is it?
But an agreement in
Is a
principle.
bus coming to pick somebody up?
I haven't had a chance to talk to my client and communicate it to my client.
Thì nói chung á, là có một thỏa thuận với tôi với ông Grip á, làm công tố viên rồi, nhưng mà tôi chưa có tiếp xúc với thằng chủ tôi để nói về cái thỏa thuận đó nha.
5 week
Well,
supporters,
the
Mike.
pretrial conference is the pretrial conference is the last date for entry of a change of plea that requires amendment or dismissal of charges pursuant to a plea agreement. I will.
What in the world did he do? Oh, look at this cool
Monday.
dude.
It can't be continued any later than that because we have a trial date of March 22nd. But I will continue the pretrial conference to next Monday at 10:30 a.m.
Bây giờ đó là sẽ đình hoãn phiên tòa lần cuối cùng nha.
So rub and tug.
Thứ hai tuần tới 30 tháng
Sharing an office with a rub and tug.
lúc 10 rưỡi nha. Oh, sorry, you said 10 or 10:30, Your Honor?
10:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. 10 rưỡi đó nha. Yeah, 10 rưỡi đó nha.
All right, Mr. Hyatt.
Enjoy that, Mikey.
Space for today.
Oh, Your Honor.
Yeah, còn xong đó nha. Yeah.
State of Washington versus Tin Quang Lei, Mr. Pelly.
Queen Time Lay.
Vậy nha, cũng giống
Down these eyes.
Just as Mr.
I've
Hyatt
got double vision.
work on negotiations through this week. We have something in writing, a plea agreement. I'd like to sit down and go through that plea agreement with the translator.
Thì chúng tôi đã có thỏa thuận rồi, nhưng mà cần dành thời gian cùng với thông dịch viên để giải thích cái thỏa thuận này cho
Robert, did you make sure you shared this when you got here, Robert?
Are you asking that this be set over to next Monday?
Yes, Your Honor.
Cũng yêu cầu đình hoãn cùng lúc tới thứ hai tuần tới đó nha.
All right, I will continue this to next Monday at 10:30 a.m.
I got to know what he did.
We will conduct the pretrial conference at that time.
Thì cái phiên tòa này sẽ tiếp tục vào thứ hai tuần tới lúc 10 rưỡi đó. Là
8 weeks, Robert.
Yes.
Thank you,
Anything else
brother.
for today, Mr. Pelly?
Nothing else. Thank you, Your Honor.
xong với nhau là hai.
Mr. Nethery, thank you again for being here today, and please accept the court's apologies for the disruption of your schedule.
Oh, no problem, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Wow, what a great job as an interpreter. That's got to be a lot of an easy cush job. The curtain falls and we see everything behind them. Let's go. 82 of you here. If you like court, you like cases, you like drama, we got it all.
Washington versus Leonard Young.
Is he interpreting again? Oh, okay. It's like, Judge, there ain't nobody here.
You're
just me and you.
Filed a motion asking that to waive interest on non-restitution legal financial obligations.
Let's not do that, Judge. Let's.
Has anyone
I say we
reviewed that from the
double the interest. Let's go ahead and do that, shall we?
I was waiting for him to say the state calls Leonard Peaton.
Your Honor, could I get that?
By way, Angie.
State of Washington versus.
She was on Tyus. I don't even know what Tyus is, but I guess we're gonna
236.
Keep an eye on Angie. We're going to want to be back.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Next Monday, Mr. Walker.
her and Mr. Bentley.
Case where he's asking that we strike legal financial obligations.
Well, and once you're tired,
Okay.
then you just kind of like.
I did see that. I thought I had it taken care of already. If the
Jason's the kind of guy you can tell one of the best jokes you know, and he doesn't even smirk.
does the case have
look at that beautiful
scheduled for today?
vest.
State versus who?
Patty Whitbeck.
Whoa,
Whoa.
easy,
Whoa.
easy.
That's a bit racist.
Oh, that's
Okay, I noted that. That's
Damn.
take it easy.
I have that up in Odyssey right now, which is why
Court,
I can't check
Jason.
on Mr. Young's.
There's one of those jokes you were talking about.
Obligations. I sent notice to Miss Young because I think she still represents Miss Whitbeck.
Thank you, Naked Durian.
We'll take it.
And what is it you want to do regarding Ms.
I kind
Whitbeck's
of thought the
financial
same thing, John. I
obligations?
think she might have a good case.
Well, we were reviewing her her payment on legal financial obligations. She pays only a small amount. I believe there's a show cause filed that's actually active. And
What show?
She hasn't made a payment in about a year and a half.
Credence and Bishop show.
Ooh.
Year and a half,
What
huh?
do you want me to do?
You know, COVID.
What do you want me to do?
She's failed to appear.
What do you want me to do?
This guy's great.
Patty Alice Whitbeck present.
Hey, now again.
No response.
I would ask the court inquire of Ms. Young whether she was able to get a hold of her. But I believe there's a show
Ms.
cause
Young,
still active.
Ms. Young, do you believe that your client had notice of this hearing today? Did you provide notice to her?
I did not, Your Honor.
What? What's that?
All right, I'm going to set this over to March 7 at 10:30.
Maggie's birthday.
Ms. Young, I want you to, between now and March 7, make diligent effort to notify Ms. Whitbeck of this hearing.
Okay, enough of that. My
Yeah,
goodness.
enough of that racist stuff.
I
Jesus.
can't
All right.
listen to that. Judge has returned to his
Has he woken up yet?
Council,
The
state your
chains.
appearances, please.
Hey, Bob, are you sitting there with the vet?
No,
Uh-oh,
everybody's
there's our
muted.
judge we love.
Joy Gaines,
Somebody needs to turn their radio down.
Senior Assistant Public Defender representing
By
Mr.
the
Bailey.
way,
Your Honor,
Joy,
Mr. Bailey had
been
some
going to school for the
issues
last
logging in,
46
so
years.
he's logged in through my phone. I had
Still hasn't
had
Not
hoped to speak through his phone,
got out of
so he wouldn't
school yet.
double talk like this. But we're still muted through his phone. I'll change that in just a moment, but we're both here.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Victoria
This-
Burton Harris
Go,
appearing on
buddy.
behalf of the people.
Does Angie own
And
the network she's
my
calling on?
understanding is that this is a referral for competency.
Competency.
That's the street corner.
That is
Tice.
correct.
Avenue.
Oh,
Angie from the block and the block from the block.
Court will sign the order and set a competency hearing. Where are we at? 20 seconds.
Yes,
Yes,
they
he
do.
will.
Do.
don't ask Joy anything.
She ain't got time for that.
PCC day.
Real
Neither
quick,
does
I just wanted to
Christopher.
show you this hair over here on my boy Mud.
Mud J. Mud and
Hey, look, it's a young
Whitman.
Brian Rickman there named Steve Jackson.
At 9 a.m.
I love We Got a Case, by the way. This is just so much fun. We've almost done an hour already.
I think Angie's getting word from upstairs.
Defendant's bond will continue.
She's
All right. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Take care,
Angie's
Joy.
very confused about whatever they just told her.
She said something and no
All right, my
words come out of her
understanding
mouth.
is Copeland is going.
Oh,
to
she
be
just
an
said
exam.
fudge.
I have that one set aside currently.
She said the F word.
Anything that we know that we're doing on Tyus or on Bentley.
Bentley.
Anybody else sit at home and watch these and look
Your
these
Honor.
up on Facebook?
Oh, go ahead, Mr. Brown.
No, go ahead.
Marie Tanhoff, the people on the Bentley matter. Mr. Brown and I have been discussing this kind of back and forth all day.
Thank you, John.
And it appears we may be able to resolve it, but we may have to adjourn it to do that. Is that correct, Mr. Brown?
That's correct, Your Honor. We received an offer and I'd like to go over the details of the offer with my client.
I hope
requesting
the
an
offer
adjournment.
doesn't include her giving them any.
And he is on.
What are we
on
looking
camera,
at,
or was
Christopher?
on
That's Christopher's ear, by the way.
Mr. Bentley?
Inside of it. Whose?
You just
Jim, if you
identify,
got a
unmute and
link,
identify
I want to
yourself,
see
please,
that,
sir.
please.
Please.
Be interesting to see.
Christopher Bentley.
Christopher does not drive a
I feel like
Bentley.
Christopher may be a fan of ours.
Get it right in the ear, please.
I can adjourn. I will adjourn the PE. If there's an offer, I will
Jim?
adjourn the PE to
Let's go, Pete.
March 15th. Will that be enough time for you, Mr.
You think
Brown?
Angie is
Yes, Your Honor,
related
thank
to Emmanuel?
March 15th, 2022. I'll set that at 9 a.m. It will likely occur in the afternoon.
And it'll be before Your Honor?
Yes, that is before me.
You'll sit in a Zoom meeting all day.
All right.
Oh, that
Thank
was
you.
Jules. That was
Thank
straight
you.
into the ear
Via
canal.
Zoom.
Christopher's
All
so
right.
glad that's over.
And
He's
I
got
do
children to
not
go yell at.
have Status, although I see he's out from speaking with his attorney. What are we doing on the Tyus matter?
Please, we need to hear Angie talk.
Your Honor, I'm actually speaking to Ms. James right now on the phone to see.
Play a
Next
game
matter,
real
we
quick,
should
Mikey.
be ready to
You
have
ready?
it called here.
Male or
shortly.
female? Only going to give you a second. 3,
Okay, go
2,
ahead.
1.
Woman. I may have been fooled by the hair.
She could probably scrounge up enough change, Michael.
I bet she makes terrible tacos, though. So are we going to sit back right now?
I guess so. We'll go back.
I'll keep an eye on that.
We should move the pretrial conference.
Well, the new pretrial conference for the other cases is April 4th.
Well, the trial is March 29. How can I do the pretrial conference? So we
She's
can
got
do
real
the
books
trial?
behind her, by the way.
She's reading.
I guess we're just asking for a few weeks.
Well, we got a
These all
second. Join us for
have the
Poor
same
Sports Monday at
couple
7.
of
Oh, wait a
days.
minute.
These are all these cases.
I thought about doing it yesterday, but
They're all connected. So I guess we're just asking.
all
for a
these
week
shows are connected.
on the pretrial conference so that we can have a global resolution.
Well, I can give you a little more time, but we've got a jury trial of March 29. I can't continue the pretrial conference to April 4.
He say she want to put the
Okay, I
cart
understand,
after the
Connor.
horse.
Whatever amount of time you.
Rick's got a weird thing that's going on with his.
He's flexing
You see
his
that?
jaw muscles. Yeah.
Court needs to know not later
Either
than
that or
March
he's a
7th
blowfish and he's
the
about to
date of the
inflate.
trial.
One of the two.
Well,
So
his
I
eyes are
will
not
continue
crossed,
the
but they're
pretrial
kind of inner.
conference to March 7th. at
Billy, his
10:30
nose
a.m.
is gone.
But on March 7th, Ms. Pitts, you either
Mikey's
need
birthday.
to confirm trial or have an agreement reached regarding the plea, or if there's going to be a motion to continue the trial, that has to be noted for a hearing not later than March 7th.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, that's all for today. Mr. Dobson, we'll see you back on March 7 at 10:30 a.m.
That is a crutch of Judge Dave.
Your Honor,
He says that's all for today, and I keep on thinking that it's that he's done.
if the court
It just means he's done with that matter
Yes.
for the day.
record there in Odyssey and look at document sub 43, which was entered May 3rd, 2016. I think that does what the defendant is requesting.
Yeah, I guess that grinding.
He's got money. He's got money for it, so why not?
2365.
You're correct.
Poor Angie
I
just
looked at
hanging
that.
out by herself, nobody
Yes,
around.
she
Just
is all alone.
Okay, the matter is stricken.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
stricken with disease.
It was stricken.
State of Washington versus Dale Golder.
Where's Dale at?
Mr. Golder, are you still with us?
There he is.
There he is.
There he is. Nice fan, bro.
Ms. Pitts.
See what he did.
Gone for a pretrial conference. Mr. Grip, are you ready for trial?
Yes.
come in. I think we've reached an agreement as per Ms. Pitts. Is that correct?
That's unfortunately, I would be correct. I presented the agreement to Mr. Golder. He did not want to take it, so at this point, we are ready to proceed to trial.
Oh, here we go.
I guess we're proceeding to trial.
Get in my belly! The trial is scheduled to begin on March 17. For how many days, Mr. Grip?
Why can't we just go ahead and do it now?
You say 2 days?
Yes, please.
To what? Are there any evidentiary hearings we need to conduct? A 3-5 hearing or anything related
What?
to Searches.
Dale's out back with the neighbors in the alleyway next to the fence.
Were there any custodial statements, Mr. Griff?
I didn't have anything that was marked. If there,
I like that
we'll review over the lunch. and
Taylor gave
All right.
a plea deal
Mr.
to
Goldberg,
Dale,
good
and he
morning.
said, no, thank you.
Your trial is scheduled to begin March
That sounds
17. We are
good.
confirming that trial date.
Ashley, hell yeah.
We'll
What
go to
time's
trial
dinner?
on March 17.
I like that. Yeah, we're coming over
8:30
for dinner.
a.m. The only hearing that you will have between now and then is called a trial readiness hearing, and we will have that on March 7.
Mikey's
10:30
birthday.
a.m. So you need to appear for that hearing by Zoom, just as you are.
FYI.
So we
And
will
if
see
you'd
you
heard.
on March 7th at 10:30. Please stay in touch with
Mikey's
your attorney
birthday.
between now and then.
Okay, Your Honor.
That's all for today. Thank you.
Butter everything.
State of Washington. versus
She's Mrs. Butterworth.
Gonzalez.
We're having dinner at a Triple D at a Triple D restaurant
Mr.
today
Gonzalez.
tonight.
Morning.
Jesse, what in the world, my
We're
man?
on just to set dates, but I'm not sure.
That's correct. We're just here to
Pull it
say.
together.
All right. This is the original trial on.
Yes, Your Honor. We did
March
arrange-
7th,
and-
Ashley.
and the
In case you didn't catch the memo.
The
7th.
We said it. I think Ms. Pitts filed a motion to get it on.
All right. How many days will this trial require?
Your Honor, I would say
As many days as it takes
Um,
Angie to sit here alone and look lonesome and very solemn. Just so sad. 35, that's a good guess.
Yes, a lot of them actually. I tried.
He did his best.
I really did. I had everything with me ready to go.
I think Creed said sorry to me yesterday more times than he has in the
I
entire
felt
5-0
bad because I got everything. Everything was ready. It was completely out of my control.
We conducted the omnibus.
Kind of like Jesse's hair.
We have not even set one, Your Honor.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
you
eat
guys,
so good.
You guys really eat well around here.
I think I'm balling out when I'm having sloppy joes and
Sloppy Joes.
French fries.
Damon, March 13th for me.
Yeah, back to back to back.
For discovery, Mr. Peterson, have you provided everything you have to?
Same with
Pitts?
Mikey.
I believe
Same
so.
thing.
We also
Me
did
too.
a triple I got that back, and I think we should be in good shape. I don't think there's
Are
anything
you expecting to receive any additional information?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
I need to know what Jesse did. Confess, Jesse.
Right. I'm going to schedule the trial to begin
March, the
on
month of birthdays for sure.
We're piling them on and pulling them out.
Wednesday, March 30th
Not my birthday.
at 8:30 a.m.
Good choice,
2
Mike.
days. The trial readiness hearing will be on March 20.
It came out really good. I was happy with it.
At 10:30 a.m.
God bless. I love beef
The
stroganoff.
omnibus hearing will be on March 7th
Lord.
at 10:30 a.m.
I mean, I don't want to bore you with details like Angie over here is having to listen to, but
And we will do the
I
pre-trial
may get
also on
Burrito
March
Shack
7th.
for dinner, I think.
Who's so corrupt?
Provide that schedule.
These people, Credence.
Who,
Anything else
who
for
them
today, Ms.
people?
Pitts, in this case?
Oh, these
No,
judges.
that's it, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Mr.
Damn
Gonzalez, stay in
judge.
touch with your attorney. Your
Here come
trial
the
will
judge.
begin, on March 30.
All right.
Not Mikey's
That's
birthday.
all for today.
No.
Yeah, around 59, I
All
would
right, I
think.
believe that
Somewhere
concludes
roughly.
the 10:30 a.m. session. Is there anyone else present with a case that you thought was going to be called at 10:30, which has not been called?
I'm going to say Angie because she is really not
Poor
feeling
Angie.
this right now. She is very upset and pissed.
See you, Jen.
Oh, just a
See ya,
second.
Jen.
Let me go back and look at the 8 o'clock.
If it's a
docket
Zoom
for
meeting, send me a link.
cases.
I'd like to watch people's work
think he's the
meetings
only
now.
one
That's
left.
our we got work.
Very
Big-
fond of food and electricity.
State of Washington versus Sarah Spears.
Sarah, where you at, girl?
Come on up in here, sir.
This is Miss Young's case.
Is Sarah present?
Really? Good for your
For
parents.
some reason, I thought that this was supposed to be on the 28th. She
Yes, I
has
will.
appeared
I'm
for
on it.
every other hearing.
Put you on the
but we just
mailing
asked
list,
that we
love.
set this over for 1 week. I believe that I have good contact information for her.
All right. Are you expecting a change of plea to occur at that time?
I had been for,
Not you, Mr. Grip. Ms. Young?
Shut the hell up. No one
I
asked you, Mr.
I
Grip.
heard from her last week and she was reviewing her discovery. So I'm not honestly sure.
well, Miss Spears hasn't been formally released from jail. She's been on an extended medical furlough. And it's been renewed when it's come before the court, but I'm concerned if she's not actually here. She
I
hasn't
am
made a
too.
formal application.
Well, here's the problem, I believe. Last Monday, according to the clerk's minutes, this case was continued to February 28th at 10:30.
Oh, no more continuances, Your Honor.
And then when the order was presented, it set it for today instead of February 28th.
How many?
So I think
How many people is seen before Angie? Before Angie even goes.
I don't know. Angie's actually put the phone down now, and I don't know
Well,
if
yes,
that's
you
an
don't need to say
American
that.
flag or what, but
Oh,
she's going to not
Okay,
be here
are we
when the
ready on
judge is
the
back.
Tyus matter?
All right, Tyus,
Your Honor,
let's
I
go.
just received an email from Miss James that Mr. Tyrus will be taking the offer we shared with them. So when
Uh-oh,
she's back, we could hope. Well,
she don't.
Actually, it's
Geez.
going to be a waiver, I guess, because it's going to be.
Look at her face. She don't feel like she's making up. She said, "What?" Uh-oh, this is get good, boys. Get ready. Yeah, you got it. Yep. Turn on your phone. Unmute yourself. She didn't seem like she was very excited about that plea deal thing that was just talked about.
No.
She had no idea. So when he asked her, she's been coerced. She better say yes.
Hey, old buck. Angie is today's Terrence.
Alice Cooper. Well, there's Miss James. We were waiting for her. There she is.
Here's Miss Tyus.
That's Mr. Tyus, not Mrs. Tyus.
All right. Court does call the cases of the People's State of Michigan versus Emmanuel Tyus. Case number 22 F20205,
22
as
20.
well as case 21 F2 1484.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Marie Tana, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney, on behalf of the people on both matters.
Oh, this ought to be good.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole James, appearing on behalf of Mr. Tyus on both matters.
Right. What are we doing?
Judge, it's my understanding that the people have made an offer to Mr. Tyus. I have relayed that offer to him. And I'll say this, and Ms. Turner, if I'm incorrect, you can correct me. Mr. Tyus is going to plead to 22 F20205, and the other case will be dismissed.
That's correct. There's also a matter of restitution of $120. There was also a potential for an unlawful imprisonment charge that will not be, of course, added if we have a resolution.
Emmanuel was having a
So
fun
he's
night.
going to waive straight up and enter those in circuit court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, it's not going to occur here today, Your Honor. I apologize.
No, it isn't. It is not going to occur today.
Okay, then I stand corrected with respect to what I told Mr. Tyus in terms of it occurring today. Judge, we would, however, ask to address bond at the appropriate time.
All right. Mr. Tyus?
Yes, sir. Your Honor.
All right. You've heard the plea agreement as stated by your
What'd you
attorney?
do?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right. That would require you waiving your right to a preliminary examination on these matters for entry of the plea in circuit court. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir. Your Honor.
All right, you understand that a preliminary examination is a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them.
Right, correct, Your Honor.
All right, you understand that you'll not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for entry of the plea.
So he's going to plead guilty to one
Yes,
thing
Your Honor.
and they'll drop the other
All right.
one.
People also, for the record, waive their right.
I do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Preliminary examination having been waived in both matters. Both cases are bound over on 0205.
I feel like
bound
Angie's
over
been
on
smoking
count one
cigarettes
with two following.
since she was 12 years old.
And on the other matter, bound over on count one. As to the arraignment portion.
Not hundreds, 120s.
Wait from a reading and stand mute, Your Honor.
All right,
Oh,
defendant
some
every way
action.
from all reading, standing mute to all counts. Court will
Dave
enter
Young
not
doing his
guilty
hair?
plea. Okay, prior to my setting the date.
And he's out.
Did you wish to address bond?
Wrong courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I would indicate that Mr. Tias has indicated that I know that the part of the bond would be that he had no contact with Ms. Tias. He has no issue with that. He has indicated to me that he is between leases and that if he is not released so that he can address and sign his lease, that he believes that his belongings will be thrown out and that there will be a landlord-tenant case that will be instituted. Mr. Tias is requesting if this court would consider a personal bond in this matter. If the court is not so inclined to issue a personal bond, Mr. Tias is asking if this court would consider releasing him for 4
Angie
days
has a
and
magical
allowing him to
face.
report back, releasing him so that he can address his
She's
living
fun to watch.
situation, and then he will report back to the jail as directed.
Response from the people.
Your Honor, we would object to a change of bond at this point. These are two domestic violence third offenses, one of them occurring while the other one was still pending. So we don't have faith that the victim would be safe if Mr. Tias is
catching
released.
case right and left.
We don't believe the circumstances has changed that would ensure her safety at this point.
Well, when is the pre-trial?
Your Honor, can Emmanuel get up and straighten that TV? It's really bothering me back there on that back wall. I mean, it's just cockeyed as hell. I don't know, but Angie is in total disbelief with everything going on.
2 weeks from today.
Is she a little too old for him?
Well,
He can do better.
I guess my first question, Ms.
I
James,
think
is
she's
this
gonna have a
client-
good
Is he
case.
aware that any summary proceedings or landlord tenant has
Your Honor, I'm between leases.
begun?
Your Honor, ATL
So he
auditors
indicated
are
that they
here.
have not
Correct. Is
begun
this
yet,
true?
but he
Tell me
he only has a certain number of days to either sign a new lease or he'll be evicted and his things will be placed out.
The only way that can happen, you live in the city of Ipsy?
Yeah, me?
Yeah, me.
Yes, Mr. Tice,
Who,
you can
me?
answer that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Now, Miss James, did one of these get dropped? I missed that. He
What?
said.
Wait. Don't ask about that because we can talk about that later. Answer the judge's question.
Oh,
yeah,
he
I
almost
understood what you're
incriminated
saying.
himself on something.
And it's my co-payment. Okay, I'm not able to even make that for this existing month. So if we carry over to the next month, that becomes problematic. And then I become homeless, because of the authorities that are.
How much
just
to get a
just
banner on
down
that
here
wall back there?
is-
How nice with that.
Okay.
We got a
Stop.
case.
Stop.
I mean, I
Well,
understand
I'd
this
only
guy
say
can't pay
that I
his
handle
rent.
the landlord tenant docket.
He's in jail.
And so I'm very well aware of how that proceeds. And if nothing has started at this point, even if they were to be on the docket for the 25th, they can do nothing until
The many faces of Angie.
like the 7th or 8th. If
What's the
even if they're
connection
on the
between the
docket,
Tias thing? What is that? Anybody know?
it's more likely they'd be on the docket for the 4th
Is
And if they're
Angie
on the
here
docket
for
the
Emmanuel?
4th, and I could
Yeah,
check it right
Angie. I
now,
think
it's
Angie is the one that
way
got her
beyond.
ass beat by
He wouldn't.
Emmanuel.
He
I
wouldn't
think
be on the
they're
docket
lovers
till
or
the
husband
11th
and
or
wife.
the 18th, and they couldn't proceed against him without personal service.
I don't think Angie's his mom.
And even if they were to proceed,
She's old
they
enough
have
to be.
10 additional days.
I
in
don't
which
think
to
she
redeem
is.
the property. So I don't foresee that as being something that is really a necessity that he be let out.
Well, what about signing a lease that allows me to protect, my personal effects?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
They're my stuff out.
Even if you don't sign a lease, they can't just move your things out.
Yes, that's interesting.
Well, I'm trying to secure my future in this particular residence. Okay, so one lease runs out.
Angie is not
I want to
like
continue.
No,
renewal.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm
So
saying they're either going to renew the lease or they're not going to renew the lease.
well, yeah, but I mean, as time goes on, if
Why
I'm
wouldn't
unable
they?
to contact
He's only
them,
incarcerated
which I am,
in
I don't
jail
have the
right
numbers or
now.
nothing on me, then it becomes problematic. And then I end up, I'm just worried about becoming homeless. I've fought too hard. I've
Look at
earned
Angie's
everything
face.
I can to be in this place, including Section 8 and my pro rata portion. I'm happy to pay. I don't want to go through a landlord tenant
She is
ordeal.
yelling
I
right now.
went through one before with some success. So,
She's
but
going
it's not even worth
crazy
it
right
I
now.
want to just stay on the right track.
Sir, if you call legal services,
She said, "You
South
son of a
Central Michigan,
bitch."
they will be more than happy to protect you as they have done other inmates.
Yeah, he is.
To protect that.
He's just trying to get
their,
out.
Voucher or otherwise.
He's just trying to
your
get out.
Section 8 voucher.
Legal Services of Southwestern Michigan,
South Central Michigan.
South Central Michigan.
Oh,
That
well,
number
that's a different
665-6181.
Judge, could you repeat that number?
I'm calling from
665
prison.
6181.
I'd like to secure a place to stay in your fine
So at this time, I'm going to
outstanding
continue the
apartment.
defendant's bond.
Nigel, for about the last 30 minutes, yes.
Pre-trial
Same
in this
here.
matter will be set for March 9th.
Thank you, Vinny.
March
Mike,
9th,
you missed Nathan's comment.
2022, 1:30 before Judge Brown.
I'm not running comments. Chase. Now, north of San Francisco.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Heard
Let us
via
know.
Facebook. I'm looking.
Mr. Tyus, I'll talk to you and I'll explain to you what happened.
Yeah, is it consistent with what we agreed to?
She got her
Yes,
point
it will
across, and
be.
she hasn't had her
Yes.
mic on the entire time. Well,
Yes,
Buck, you're
so I'll
absolutely
talk to you
right.
soon. Okay.
She's killing it.
Okay, all right. You wrote that number down?
Yep, I have it for you.
Are you
Thank
able
you,
to
Your
send
Honor.
correspondence?
I'm sorry,
you.
I didn't hear you.
Can you send me just a letterhead or letter with that phone number on it or whatever? I don't remember.
I'll be there to see you. Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good
Thank
one,
you.
everyone.
Very good.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Gina.
Hi,
So that's called the
Gina.
case.
Been a
Substitute
while.
Versus Davion Copeland.
Andrew Childers appearing on behalf of the people.
Andrew Lloyd appearing on behalf of Davion Copeland. Mr. Copeland, can you state your name?
Davion Copeland.
Damn, Andrew's got $1 million
Right,
setup.
are we
huh?
ready to proceed?
Perfect
People are ready to
lighting,
proceed, Your Honor.
Yes, we're ready.
perfect camera.
All right.
You've
Who
got
are
beautiful
the?
hair.
We did not get a witness list. Who are
Hair
the
is on
witnesses
point.
in this case?
Your Honor, I believe that I will only need to hopefully call one witness, which would be Deputy Gombos, who is present in the room.
Gombos. Do I see him? Oh, there he is. All right. Just one witness? Okay, very good. All right. Deputy, if you can turn on your camera for me. All right. You please raise your right hand.
Hey,
Do you
Gumbo.
solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
The
so help you God?
law.
I do.
State your name for the record, please.
Nathan says the chase
Jacob
just ended with
Gambos.
Tip Mikey.
All right. You may
Yeah,
inquire.
I'm looking at
Thank
most
you, Your Honor.
of
Sir, how are you currently employed?
I was a deputy for the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office.
And how long have you worked in that
Back,
capacity?
Gina.
Just under 3 years.
Nathan, feel
Were
free
you
to send me that.
working in that capacity back on May the 3rd of 2021?
I was.
Okay, I'm going to direct your attention. I believe it was just after midnight on that date and time. Did you become or were you made aware of a fleeing Ford Fusion, a white Ford Fusion?
Yes, troopers advised that they had the vehicle fleeing from them over Metro East frequency.
Ruh-roh.
We got a chase
and a case.
Doubling down.
It's 2 for Tuesday.
Jacob does not have the facial hair.
And you were you working alone or with a partner?
I was with my partner, Deputy.
I'm sorry, you cut out there. What was that, Deputy?
Deputy Howard was my partner that night. He was driving. I was passenger.
Okay.
Amanda,
thank you.
we're all
And so after you received that
newly
information,
addicted to the Zoom
what, if
call.
anything, did you do?
We began to BOL common areas for stolen vehicles.
Okay. And did you observe any vehicle consistent with the information you had about this fleeing vehicle?
Yes, we observed the vehicle in the area of Clark Road and MacArthur Boulevard.
Okay. And was this?
I like that we're getting
you
the meat
observed
and
the
potatoes
vehicle,
here.
What about
Yes.
this vehicle stood out to you?
It was the same color, make, model.
Another one in the shower. Alicia is
showering.
Nah,
Oh
maybe
my
not.
God.
Just a lamp.
Vehicle had a license plate.
Oh my God.
It did not have a license plate.
Okay.
I
So
mean, it
you
looks like
observed this
she's in the
vehicle in the
shower,
area of
no?
Clark
She
Road and
is in the
MacArthur
shower.
Boulevard?
No, it's a lamp. That's a lamp above her. See it?
What is she washing? She was washing her hair.
It did appear as if she was washing her hair
Marked
back.
Ford Explorer.
I really thought she was
when
in
you
the
observed
shower.
this
I
vehicle, what if
really
anything
looked.
did you do?
My partner conducted a U-turn on the vehicle to attempt to conduct a traffic stop on it for the no visible plate.
Yeah, he's
while trying to catch it, I activated our same direction radar, which showed the vehicle to be traveling 61 miles per hour in a 45 mile an hour speed zone. Upon catching the vehicle at Clark Road and Prospect Road, we activated our emergency lights and sirens, and the vehicle fled northbound on Prospect.
Okay, so just
Do you
to
really
recap,
want an attorney that has a
you were the passenger in
$9.99
this
lamp
vehicle?
from Walmart in her
Okay.
foyer?
And Deputy
Right.
Howard made
That's
a
gotta be-
U-turn and began to follow this vehicle. And
It's a
it was only
mainstays
after
thing, man.
caught
I'm
the
brand
vehicle that
loyal,
he
okay?
activated his overhead lights and sirens.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. So the overhead lights and sirens are activated at this point, and what does the white Ford Fusion do after the lights and sirens are activated?
Presses on the
Flees
gas.
northbound on Prospect.
Okay. And I know that this pursuit lasted some amount of time. Approximately how long were you in pursuit of this vehicle?
I believe the pursuit length was 46 minutes.
46 minutes
Whoa,
long.
can we
And
get
at
that footage?
During that
Yeah,
time,
did they have
period,
air on it?
were you ever pursuing this vehicle on a street where the speed limit was below 35 miles an hour?
Yes, a significant amount of time was in 25 mile an hour residential speed zones.
And eventually, were you able to stop this vehicle?
Yeah, the
Hit maneuver?
vehicle eventually stopped in the city of Inkster.
Okay. During that chase, were you ever able to determine based on your
Gina's back.
observations of the vehicle,
Not our Gina over here in the chat.
the
now,
number of
but
occupants
the
or
other
anything
Gina.
about the occupants of the vehicle?
Yes, very early in the
The
pursuit, the
Yeah,
vehicle lost
Yeah,
control
cool.
at Geddes and Harris. At that time, we could see the general description of the driver and the vehicle occupants.
Okay. How many people were in the vehicle?
If I remember
15.
correctly, it was 5 or 4.
4.
Ooh.
And would that have been 2 in the front and 2 in the back, or what if anything do you recall?
I recall 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
Okay. Were you able to
two in the
when-
pink,
when
one
this
in the
occurred,
stink.
You said you were able to get a general description of the driver. Is that what you stated?
Yes.
Okay. Were you able to see the
What
driver's
was the
face
judge
or anything
drinking?
like that?
Gatorade?
I was not able
Kool-Aid?
to see the
What was
driver.
that?
Real quick, Jay Tipton just giving us a look at the bathroom. I didn't want to miss anything good. We'll come back if he.
But that was not that occurred where you observed the driver. That did not occur at the time that you eventually stopped the vehicle. Is that fair to say?
No, that was only like 2 minutes into the pursuit.
That's drunk. So at the end of this pursuit, now you're in Inkster. How was the vehicle eventually stopped?
I thought he said now that you're a
The
gangster.
vehicle,
Gangster, I
while it was on Tromley Street, it just pulled to the side of the road, and the driver and front seat passenger jumped into the back seat of the vehicle, and it rolled into a trash can in a bush.
Okay. So
A
did the vehicle,
bush, you say?
was there any
Back to the 2 and the
methods
1.
used by the police to stop this vehicle during the chase?
Yes,
We
two
wanna see
different
it.
times Sergeant Kratzenberg was able to deploy stop sticks and deflate the tires on the vehicle.
Okay.
Wow, it had it
So you
all.
said that
This
as the
is a
vehicle came to a
full-blown chase,
stop,
man.
you observed, I believe you said the driver get into the back seat.
I didn't observe the direct action. I just observed a significant amount of movement in the
It's
cab
interesting
of
to
the
see what
vehicle.
they do
And
about
then when we
it. You
approached
know what
the
I mean?
vehicle, there was
Yeah.
nobody
We've
in the
never
front
seen
or
this
in the
side
front
of it.
seats.
Okay, so when you approached the vehicle, all the occupants were now in the back seat.
Yes.
Okay. And what did
Making
you observe
sweet
when you made
love.
contact with the occupants in the rear of the vehicle?
Observed that the car was locked and the vehicle was still in drive.
I wish.
So I ended up using a glass breaker to break the front window, unlock the car. And while other deputies and state troopers were detaining the vehicle occupants, I observed one male wearing the matching clothing and face mask as the same male as the driver when the 180 occurred at Gettys and Harris.
Okay. And do you see anyone here in the virtual courtroom today that you recognize from that date and time?
Judge Simpson.
Yes, Mr. Copeland was the driver of the vehicle.
And what is he wearing today on the Zoom court?
He is wearing a white t-shirt.
Your Honor,
The
may the
same
record
he
reflect
wore
the
that night.
identification of the defendant.
That objection record shall so reflect.
And just to recap, Deputy Gambos, you were able to identify him based on the clothing that you observed the driver wearing earlier in the chase.
Correct.
Deputy
Get down to
Marcinowski, by the way.
And Gina.
Oh my God, what are
Yeah, we got this. Is that looks like we're setting up for something good over there.
setting
Yes, it's been
table.
stolen out of Ypsilanti Township on the 2nd of May, 2021.
Uh-oh, stolen car.
And this was the very next day, the 3rd of May.
Yes.
Okay.
Each
In
their own,
that
our
vehicle,
guy.
did you take that report that it was reported stolen? How did you know that it was reported stolen?
We have in Lean, we run a general list of stolen vehicles from our county.
Okay. Now you stated that this vehicle did not have a license plate at the time that you were engaged in this chase.
Correct.
Okay. How did you know that this vehicle was the same vehicle that was reported stolen?
The make, model, and color and year of the vehicle.
Okay. Are you aware, Deputy Gambos, if there was any additional information gleaned from this vehicle to confirm that it was the same vehicle that was stolen the day before?
Just the fact that once it was
Yosemite Sam mud flaps.
not until after it had crashed out,
Back
we were able to confirm
off.
that it was the stolen vehicle
Okay. And how are you able to do that?
via the vehicle's VIN.
Thank you.
Hi.
And just one final question. I know that you said that you were with yourself and Deputy Howard involved in this chase. Approximately how many other vehicles were involved in this chase?
It was our patrol vehicle, 2 other patrol vehicles, and then Sergeant Kratzenberg, who was monitoring or who was paralleling and setting spike strips.
Thank you. Your Honor, I have no further questions at this time.
Cross-examination.
It's opening night for the
Afternoon,
deputies
Deputy. How are
play.
you?
The curtain's
How are
about
you?
to open.
I'm doing okay, doing okay. I just have a few questions. You
This
said
ought
you
to
were
be
in the
good.
passenger seat?
Yes, ma'am.
And how far away would you say you were from the vehicle chasing it?
For the majority of the pursuit, we were within 2 to 1 car lengths away from the car.
On his ass.
Yeah, he was tail grabbing his ass
You're right, Lon. Yes.
after the chase.
Real quick, up in the corner, those of you who watch Ozark, Wyatt up in the corner looks just like Wyatt, that kid who's dating the the heroin woman.
Oh, easy, Creed. Alleged.
Oh no, she grows a
one
lot
point
of
you said the
poppy seeds
vehicle
for her
lost
heroin
control.
thing.
Where did that happen?
Darlene Snell.
How early on?
Eastbound Gettys Road and Harris Road.
The defense attorney really hasn't got much, but we'll
And
see
how
what she works
early into
with.
the pursuit was that?
I believe it was within the first 2 minutes of the pursuit.
Do you think she has an angle to try and get this knocked down or anything?
I'm wondering if he's trying
When
to
you
say
say
he
lost
wasn't
control,
trapped.
how did it lose control?
I think that's what they're trying to
went
do.
completely sideways and did a 180-degree turn that you
So
could hear
no
the
pit?
tires screeching, and the vehicle is no longer being
You could
controlled.
smell the burning rubber.
Yes. Are you talking to Andrew, James? Because he's got some nice hair.
I
And
agree.
how many passengers were in the vehicle again?
I do not remember for sure, but I believe 4.
See, I wouldn't say that. That sounds like his memory isn't that good.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good move. Everybody get into the back seat.
How did the vehicle
really is.
stop?
I'm sorry, could you repeat?
How
How'd
did
you
the
get the
vehicle
vehicle
stop?
to stop?
I just slowly
Abruptly.
hit a dumpster or a trash can in a bush.
And at this time, you said you
Clear.
saw the driver and the passenger
Right.
jump into the back seat?
I didn't see the specific action of them jumping back. I observed a significant amount of movement within the cab of the vehicle, and
Look at her bling though.
when I approached the vehicle, there was nobody in the front or driver's seat.
You stated that the driver had on a black shirt and a mask, correct?
Yes.
And you're able to identify Mr. Copeland, is that by his name on the screen?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Mr. Copeland, are you able to identify him because his name is on the screen?
No, I'm able to identify Mr. Copeland through previous law enforcement contacts. I'm very well aware of who Mr. Copeland is.
So on the day, you just saw the mask and the shirt though, correct?
Correct.
Stupid question, by the way.
I know him because he's been in trouble with the law a lot.
He said it. The cop said it in a nice way.
I mean, he could have
Don't
said,
mess with me. I'm one crazy mofo.
I think it's a good move.
yeah. I mean,
How tall are you?
How tall am I?
Yes.
Just under 6 foot.
What's that have to
Would
do
your
with
body
anything?
cam show everything? Did you have on a body cam?
I did have a body worn camera. It was recording inactivated. So the dash camera would show the vehicle pursuit, and the dash camera the body camera would show the actions of once the
return
vehicle came to
customer
stop.
indeed.
And how much
And
is that
everything
going to
you
cost
stated today, is
Raggle
that in your report?
Yeah. Can we get that?
Yes.
Sounds like a good one.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Is Judge
Any
Milton
redirect?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right,
No.
Thank you. Thank you, Deputy.
He's not
Thank
on,
you,
but
Your
I'm
Honor.
ready to see what
All right, any
old
additional
Cedric has to
witnesses
say
for the
about this.
people?
No further witnesses on behalf of the people, Your Honor. The people would rest.
Any witnesses for the defense?
No, Your Honor.
She
She's
kind of
having-
cast a little doubt,
Yes, Your
right?
Honor. At this
That's
time,
all.
people would move to find the defendant
God
over
bless.
as charged on the 2 counts before the court. I believe that the people have met a burden based on the testimony of Deputy.
How much do you weigh?
Would it have been funny if he
Response.
I don't know. I mean, how
Your
tall
Honor,
are you?
I would like a motion to dismiss. I don't think we could properly identify the driver. It was
there you
after midnight. They stated that the driver had a mask on, which
After
means he would
midnight,
only
baby.
We let it
be
all
able to
hang
see his
out.
eyes
We're gonna
being
let it all
dark,
hang
being midnight.
The mask.
I believe that
While
the only reason
driving.
he has identified
In a
Mr.
car
Copeland is
chase.
because of previous encounters with him. He stated that everybody moved to the back seat, so we don't know who the driver was for sure. So I say based on this identification and the speeds that we're traveling, that he could not have gotten a good look at the driver, and I ask that this case be dismissed.
I don't need a response. If the sole issue is that of identification, the other elements clearly having been established by the people, the identification that the deputy indicates is that the deputy, when the vehicle lost control, saw the driver, saw what the driver was wearing. The identification of Mr. Copeland, because of the way that the question was asked, was not whether or not that the identification of Mr. Copeland came from those previous incidents, and that's how he identified him that day. He identified him, and it was clear from the deputy's testimony, by the clothing that was being worn by the individual once the
Andrew
vehicle
should
had
have asked
stopped.
what everybody was
That he
wearing.
could identify as the driver.
Yeah. The back seat.
That person also he could identify as Mr. Copeland and knew who Mr. Copeland
Was everybody
maybe
wearing
because
masks
of those
and
prior
white shirts?
contacts.
I mean,
Right. That's what I mean. I don't know why.
That is not
Oh,
how
Andrew
that
didn't.
identification occurred on this occasion. Identifying him as the driver of the vehicle. So for those reasons, the court does believe
What you
that the
packing?
people have sustained their burden, have established the elements by probable cause, and that the defendant did commit this offense. And so therefore, the court would bind the defendant over on both counts 1 and 2. Ms. White, you acknowledge receipt of the information and waive its reading.
Yes, I do, Your Honor. I'm
And
standing.
how does defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute to both counts, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be set for.
So it's going to court.
We'll see him again. Kind of strange that they don't bring forth any pictures or the video of the. I mean, you've got all that. You got the dash cam. You got his.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that hard to figure out. You know.
Maybe I'm pretty sure the prosecution felt like they had such a strong case going into
I
that.
think that's probably what it is. Yeah, they're not worried.
That wasn't necessary. He didn't need to pull anything, and they'll save all that for the actual trial itself, because they were trying to get all the charges dismissed, and there was no way in hell they were going to drop those charges on a stolen car and a chase.
No problem.
Yeah, it's the first mass defense I've seen.
Your Honor, he was wearing a mask. Clearly, you had no idea who he was.
305 FH.
Lou Danner for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert J. Cole on behalf of Mr. Fonville.
Mikey Berry's back. I'll be our.
Go right ahead.
He is in the Livingston County Jail, being held on a federal warrant for federal probation violation. I don't know if he's here on the screen.
I'm trying to figure out what Jay Tipton is
Anders
watching.
has offered me a plea offer, which I relayed to the defendant's girlfriend, who will be in contact with them, and I'm hoping to speak with him tonight after 6 o'clock. I'm wondering if we can adjourn this matter 1 week, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I wouldn't have any issue with adjourning. I did make an offer to Mr. Kilowatt. In this case, I just wanted to make sure that this case is, I believe it was set to be on the for final pretrial, and then we have a jury trial set in this matter on the 7th. If that's correct, my information is correct here.
By the way, there's over 80 of you here right now. If you could do us a favor and like this video, we do this 5 days a week.
Another week.
We got a case.
If
you're on
I will put it
Facebook,
up the 28th for
share it
a
out.
trial, and then a jury trial the following week. I would rather not have that.
Alicia is just having a good old time over there.
Judge and Mr. Danner, I'm 99.
Writ done as well.
Yeah, right.
We'll
I'm
need 2
99.
weeks for a writ anyway.
I'm 99 problems and a
I'm
bitch ain't
99%
one.
sure my client's going to accept your offer. That's what I relayed to the
Yeah,
significant
exactly,
other,
Tim.
and I have been in talk with his U.S. public defender. So I believe we have an agreement. Obviously, it's not formalized yet, but I don't mind if you need 2 weeks to get a writ, that's fine. And
we need 2 weeks for the writ, so that
I know
would put
exactly
us
who
out
you're
to
talking
the 7th
about.
anyway, which is the actual the same date as the trial. So that's why we would need to have that trial either removed from the calendar or moved to a different date and time, which we really couldn't do it since he's not here. So I think since we have to have a pretrial in this case and have him here, that takes us 2 weeks. That already puts us on the 7th.
You're lying,
Or
Glenn.
we could cancel that jury trial and then have his pretrial set for the 7th. I think that would be most effective.
Jay Tipton is allowing us to watch TV with him today.
I think you mean
I'll cancel the jury trial and I'll set a pretrial for March 8th.
Yeah, sorry, March 8th. Yeah.
That's fine, Judge.
And hopefully he'll be present. And if it doesn't work out, we'll set another jury trial.
Let's do it
That's
again.
fine. Mr. Danner, so you're going to writ him. I have him written out then for that.
Yes, I'll request that writ this week.
Judge Kim
Done
today.
so we can- and he's in Livingston County jail being held on.
He's being held on a federal probation violation.
Okay. Livingston County jail.
Okay, hold on. Let me look.
So let me ask you about this. There's a bench warrant for Mr. Fonville's failure to appear at a final pretrial on November 23 of 2021. Do you want me to recall that or hold on to that to arraign him on March?
Go ahead and
8th?
bring him on in.
We just hold on and arraign him on March 8th, please.
Okay.
Judge, what was the date you missed? I'm sorry.
Is Alicia like got health issues? Is that why she's looking so strange? Giving birth, ghost. I like the idea of what you're saying, and thank you for sending over an
136,
email.
people versus
Ghost.
Stephon Scott, 21380 FH.
The ghost with the boost.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert J. Cole on behalf of Stephon Scott. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Oh, Stephon. I thought it said
You there for
Stephon.
the people?
Stephon, state your name for the record. Stephon Scott. Judge, you're gracious enough to put this matter on the docket today to deal with the issue of hopefully expanding his hours while he's on.
They're kind of boring me. You want to go over to Judge Kim? He is on.
He is on. I just looked.
Yeah, give me just a second. I can
Oh, okay.
pull her up.
While Creed's doing that, I want to take a second to thank everybody that's been here today. We've still got another 24 minutes of this extra long edition of We Got a Case. Don't forget today we got a chase at 4:05, and we're going to be on the Michael Malloy show not too long after we wrap up. We got a chase today. Oh, they are just piling them in, Creed.
Oh yeah, busy day.
Bringing them all in. Bring them
Judge
out.
Kim.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Tush, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Mary Lou Wooten Fitzgerald. Great to see you, by the way.
The Woot.
Thank you, Lisa.
Speak up, Judge. I can't hear you.
You have the right to remain silent. You have a right to an
I
attorney.
hear him now. Very good.
Often, as your attorney, naked, so Lisa, I'm going to ask you to step in, please.
Judge.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, so Eric, 14 years old, 13-year-old was walking.
Uh-huh.
He knew you. Apparently, you approached wearing a ski mask and holding a pistol.
Mom doesn't look happy, but she does shop at Victoria's Secret.
Told him not to move, took his AirPods, phone.
It's still in AirPods. Come on, man. I'm just waiting to hear what Virginia Carter has to say.
Oh, me too. This whole thing that happens here when we saw that kid get the capital murder thing.
All right, so we still don't know where the gun came from. Is that correct?
Been
Mr. Evans?
crazy.
He got a pew pew.
All right. Well, Eric, we're afraid if I was to let you go, you would just go to get to the gun that you're alleged to have and acquire it and then get yourself in trouble again. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to detain you.
Judge, are we just waiting for him to say where the gun is?
Or we can actually resolve the case. I'm not comfortable. I mean, this is pre-adjudication. If there's a gun out there floating around that he's identified using for robbery, I think it's a danger to the community until adjudication.
It is not.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
He's got to tell him where the pew pew is, and we'll think about letting him out.
Yeah, I like that.
Katie.
Yes, sir.
All right, Katie, I'm Judge Kim. This is a detention hearing. You've been for 10 days deciding whether
That's scary if you think about, if you don't know where that's at. Would you throw it in a bush? Did you throw it? You know what I mean?
Someone else could pick it up and commit a crime or hurt themselves.
Hello, Virginia.
Hi, Judge.
Virginia.
Oh, Virginia.
Nice turtleneck sweater, Virginia.
Lisa's the one that usually has the glasses on, right?
Mm-hmm. She heard people were talking about her online.
All kinds of minor infractions. You're level 1 outstanding.
Jay Davidson up there, friends with Big Ed. Heck.
I see Scott and Connie up there. I'm guessing it's Connie.
Wow, did she just grab a bottle of vodka, Lisa?
Yeah. She's got to start drinking early.
Wow, she pounded that. That's like a NASCAR driver. She getting paid for that right there. Coca-Cola ready. See if I do this right.
You're Scott and Connie. Correct. So I know y'all had been looking for an out-of-state placement for her, and that fell through.
Uh-oh.
Pretty much all of them, it seems. Yes.
Is there anything y'all are working on now?
Yes.
Okay. What do y'all got?
We have a place it's in Nevada, Missouri.
I thought she said Nevada wrong.
And what's
Nevada.
the status on that?
They're reviewing her application. We're supposed to hear back just any day now.
Okay, fantastic.
The phone call that when I placed the call to talk about it, they said they didn't see a reason. why
Donna
they wouldn't hear her.
Stubs. This is Texas.
needed to do the
Texarkana.
paperwork to
No,
confirm
Texas.
The great state of.
Sure, of course, especially with her history of runaway and the problems that she's had. I get it.
Judge, I did hear that her application is being expedited. So that's good news, I think, for all of us.
Right. No, that's great, including Katie.
Oh, I just got word from upstairs. That means expedited means
Katie, you
quickly
understand the situation
and push
that
through.
I'm really concerned about your runaway history.
Boner.
And so we're just looking for another place. Part of the problem why it's taking, I know you're frustrated, but part of the problem why you're finding a place is because of your runaway history, kind of feeding itself into a cycle. So you run away, which is why they're looking for a placement, but the placements are hesitant to take you because you've run away. And so it's one of those, just kind of a step back, cold, and you just can't run
Is it
away.
really?
Go away, I promise.
Don't all these kids try and run away?
The rules. You haven't been too good about that in the last month here. Yeah.
I haven't done anything. I've been on 1-0 for 29 days.
Well, you have, but you have a bunch of minors, like refusing to participate, talking without permission, not following the rules, not following the instructions, things like that. All those little things aren't enough to drop you down to level 2, but they're enough to get minor infractions, which now get sent over to the facility.
Yeah, who's? I thought that was her.
And that becomes part of the decision process. You have to understand every decision that you make.
Can we move Lisa to one where we can see her face better?
Yes.
She got the zoom over her.
The zoom boobs.
I'm just having this honest moment with you. So
She's motorboating them right now.
It's ever nice.
Is she laughing at us?
You have the right
Is Lisa
to make a choice.
watching right now?
Yeah, they just said she's watching it. Why is she laughing?
Lisa, if you're watching, wave like this right now.
I can tell you one thing.
Why was she just laughing? That was so
attitude
random.
As far as talking to me, and I hope talking to her guardians has vastly improved. She knows that she's going to
That's
detention.
so weird.
And I'm really
That's pretty
proud of her
random.
for her attitude about it, Judge. So I know she's had minor infractions, but I've seen her come a long way. Just so you know.
That's wonderful.
Thank you, Virginia.
Scott and Connie, have you noticed it? I'm noticing a difference in detention.
I do notice a difference.
Is Scott and Connie her
Katie, you're on the right
grandparents?
path. I don't want to, because I'm detaining you, I don't want to discourage you. I want to tell you you're doing the right thing.
Lisa,
But
you're in the chat right now.
sometimes you make big mistakes. That takes a whole bunch of little good.
Why is she's laughing? She's still smiling right now.
Doesn't turn on and off. Even though you may have changed.
Lisa, scratch your nose if you're in the chat. If you're watching right now.
Oh, this girl did not like
I
that.
think we're done.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Thank you, Katie.
Oh God, she's losing it.
Yeah, well, I think she did not expect any of that.
Oh, that's not good. Lisa, breathe if you're watching right now.
Sing it.
Runaway train never going back.
Maybe, I guess. No.
That was really random with Lisa. Just like laughing.
Lisa, lick your lips if you're interested.
If you're interested in whose hands. There you go. Yeah, sweep of the hair.
Can you put your glasses on right now?
All right, hello, Mr. Holtz. Let you in. For future
There's the
reference,
hair.
I don't know if you'll ever come back.
Well, there's the hair swoop.
You may want to put whatever agency you're with in front of your names. That way I won't bump you around the camera. I'll give you discretion. If you need to go about your business until your turn, that's fine too.
Go about
I
your
just didn't
business.
know
You mean
just
like
from the name
a
David Holtz.
Go about your
Sorry,
business.
I was trying to change it online. I just
Oh,
couldn't.
I understand. That's why I let you back in. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Christopher.
Yes, sir.
I'm Judge Cam. This is a detention hearing. The law says when a child's been here, you have to see a judge every 10
G-Pod.
days. You have to decide whether to keep you or to release you. If I keep you, you'll see a judge every 10 days while you're here. You have the right to be silent. You have a right to an attorney. Mr. Green is your attorney in present. So currently,
Mr. Green, if that's your real name.
there's a TJJ, Texas Juvenile Justice Department hold on you.
Yes, Your Honor, they haven't gone forward with the parole hearing after all this time, so
That's fine.
we're requesting you release them because of that.
Request a release. Will it happen though? That's the question.
That was suspicious laughing during all of that.
That was really
I'm just
weird.
saying.
That was really weird. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think I can just release them with a TJJD hold.
No.
Your opinion, Mr. Green?
Your Honor, I think we have kind of a unique situation because they have not gone forward on a parole hearing at all on this case. And so he's just in limbo based on that.
Wow.
Right.
How
but
long has
the
he been
idea
there?
of parole is that you belong in commitment and they're letting you out on their terms.
Another fake name, Richard
They have the ability
Gladstone.
to revoke you and bring you
Do you know
back.
Stephanie?
Absent a writ of habeas corpus, I believe you're right, Your Honor.
Yeah, I think so.
That was
feel free to-
Gladwell.
Don't
It's
read
pretty
into
close.
What I'm saying is trying to discourage you.
Same
I
smell.
just don't know. I understand the new offense. That's different. But as far as the TJJD hold, Christopher, I don't think I have discretion on this one.
TJJD?
I think I would be going outside my lane on a separation of powers issue. That's the executive branch that has a hold on you, and I'm part of the
Damn,
judicial
looks you guys going after David.
branch. I hope
there.
you
So
understand what I'm saying. So
can't tell if he's
Christopher, I
got
believe
a
I
ring
have
on.
to hold you here. Do we have a parent?
You can barely see him.
I don't see her, Your Honor.
That's the move, I guess. Be
You
really
know
far
her.
back, Creed, and ladies
Yeah.
want you.
Ladies, you ready?
All right, Christopher. Yes. Meanwhile, just try and keep in contact with Mr. Green. And he's a good
You're
attorney.
welcome.
He'll help you out, okay?
Yeah,
Slow
Mr.
your
Daniel
roll.
is on his parole case.
What?
Who Ms. Deno is? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Alfonso.
Great name.
Oh, that guard was nice to him. Driver's ed outside my house, honking the horn.
This one's Anthony.
Mom's got a.
Well, Alfonso, I'm Judge Kim. This is a detention hearing. You've been here for 10 days, so I'm deciding whether to keep you or to release you. If I keep you here, you'll see a judge every 10 days. You have the right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. Mr. Sierra has been appointed as your attorney. He was unable to make it, so Ms. Herrick is going to substitute in for him. So, Alfonso, let's see. You are 17.
What'd you do, Alfonso?
Apply with deferred prosecution.
Mama's here for him.
You were not going to school.
Uh-oh.
You refused to meet with our probation officers.
Accident prone Haley. Good to see you.
How soon before Haley's in court?
You're registered for school. Were you able to do that?
¿Pudo matricular a su hijo en la escuela?
Huh?
No,
Oh, speaking French again.
Well, is there a reason why?
¿Tiene alguna razón?
Sí, me dijeron que cuando estuviera dado de baja de la escuela de
Questioning the mother here.
lo-
Isn't that the woman
She-
that
she
Stevie
said
fell in love
that,
with in
she was told by
Eastbound
the
and Down?
He gets discharged from here, he will be able to enroll her in the school district.
You will not be able to enroll?
He will be.
Like, why can't she enroll him now, right now?
¿Por qué no puede ahorita matricularla?
porque está registrado en la escuela de aquí.
Because she said he's currently enrolled in the school here in our detention center.
Maria, that was her name.
I have another kid who's
I
having
had
the
to
same
look it up.
problem. I think it's an ongoing issue.
Say that first part again, Lisa?
I have another kid who's having the same issue. Mom's trying to get him enrolled in a school for when he's released, and they won't enroll him while he's there.
It's true, John, though. I mean, this is all day.
So they
All
got to
day.
be on. They got to be out to get enrolled.
Hey, Judge, it's Daniel. Hey, this is that issue we kind of discussed briefly, where if they're enrolled in our detention center, they're considered Fort Worth ISD, and the outside districts don't want to let them enroll.
Can you imagine you go into a school? Yeah, I'd like to enroll my son. He's locked up right now.
Yeah.
If they enroll him, can they start counting him
So
absent?
what would you do if you moved from Fort Worth to Arlington? Like your kid would have to miss a day of school to start going to school in Arlington?
Yes, because they have to actually go to either the home school or the district, unenroll, and then go to the other district to enroll.
Well, that makes sense. I mean,
Can't be enrolled in 3 different places.
I think that was Rolling Stones, Dolphins fan.
He sung about Maggie. I think I'm something to say to you.
And Angie was Angie, I think Rolling Stones, right?
Angie.
See, police showed up to an accident. You had to cut the car open, get the person out.
Hi.
Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, that was
They were hit by
Rolling
an
Stones.
overmodel beige
What's he talking about? Roxanne?
No, it's that was the police, the po-po. Guys.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm a very competent singer.
Well, Linda?
People said that's him, that's him.
Linda, you just getting here?
Buick without
You've
headlights.
been late.
Front end image. So police followed that Buick. There were 2 people inside, turn on the lights. And car kept undergoing. Went to Rosemont Apartments. Driver stopped.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Got to a stop. After coming to full stop, police told him to turn off the vehicle. Driver opened the door.
Uh-oh.
Looked like it's about to run. Passenger pulled the driver back into the car.
All right, let's see if she reads this comment and just starts randomly smiling. That is just it just is what it is. She's looking down.
Police called the back
I'm
up.
telling you, we've had times like this before where it's just like
Passenger started walking to the police.
we've wondered, you know.
Yeah, you never know.
Would not identify the driver.
Okay, no smile. There's got to be at least 10-second delay.
Smelled like booze.
Smelled like booze.
Rot-roll.
Not good.
Was it Glenlivet?
Smelled like the booze.
Identified.
David Waltrip isn't having it.
This is your girlfriend's dad that was driving with you?
Nigel, you're fine.
The open containers in there. He was arrested.
His girlfriend's dad was driving with him?
Yeah, what? You don't drive around with road pops when you're out and about?
Then you were seen walking
With the old man?
Foot chase.
Foot chase. They had it all.
And then he wouldn't stop running, so they had to tase you.
Tase him, bro.
But that was fun.
So you kept on running, slipped on the ice, fell down.
Running down a dream, slipped on the ice like Carol.
And they arrested you.
Slip and fall.
Well, he tried.
Suing.
We're pretty quiet over at Judge Jeffrey Middleton today. Just double check to see if he's on. He's on. Figured they'd be banging out case after case coming back first day, you know.
You would think, but maybe not.
So Darren, can you ask Mom if she knows Benito Valderrama?
Hammer lemon ding dong.
Yes, Your Honor, she does.
So does she know he's probably giving her son alcohol?
¿Sabía que ese Benito le está dando alcohol a su hijo?
No.
No.
I mean, until he got caught.
In a car.
So on February 4th, where was he supposed to be that night?
¿Dónde que tenía que estar el muchacho el día 4 de febrero?
Él a esa hora ya debería estar en la casa.
At that time, he's supposed to be at home.
You know whose Buick that was?
¿Sabe quién era ese carro Buick?
In a Buick, no less. Oh God,
Skylark, I'm sure.
Dude's got good taste in cars.
He's not getting out. Let's go ahead and cut to the chase, shall we? I mean, are we going to charge the other guy for delinquency of a minor?
Right. I think that'd be a whole other issue. Anyways, guys, don't forget 2 for Tuesday coming up 4:05 East, and then we have a special. We're on the panel with the Michael Malloy show tonight. Finally,
just regular Joes hanging out.
Going to happen, I think, shortly after the chase, which hopefully it will. Yeah, Michael Malloy, I've got dinner to get to. So.
Oh, Mom.
Quicker the better after the chase. We're good to go.
Ran from the police so many times, caused an accident, ran from there. Consuming alcohol, what looks like girlfriend's dad. When he's all supposed to be at home. I don't think there's adequate supervision at home. So I'm going to.
You know, if the dad's giving him booze, is he giving him the okay on the daughter?
On the what?
Okay. I said the okay. You're over there.
Yeah.
Tell me
what's that mean?
Into first base.
That you would consider to get him released.
Try and set adjudication faster to accelerate it. It's probably the best way.
I'll tell him that. Thank you.
Step on the gas, baby.
Anthony.
And Fernie.
I'm Judge Kim. This is a detention hearing when a child's brought to our facility.
Why is it that some of these kids come walking in with that whole getup? What separates them? Is that people that are just coming in maybe for a few days? They make them
maybe
suit up.
Anthony. Just got here. Your
yes.
For unlawful carrying a weapon.
Michael, can somebody put? Hold on, I'll get it. Actually, I got a minute.
I'm going to ask Mr. Bose, are you here?
Michael, we're going to need you to introduce us to your good friend L.A. Beast if we're coming on.
He had a 9mm, and he was.
Is he going to be there?
That's cool. Done at school. All right. Now, this on Friday, Fort Worth PD brought you in at 9 o'clock at night. Traffic stop with a Honda Accord with an unexpired paper tag. With an expired paper tag.
There's the link that'll take you straight. That link actually will take you straight to the actual stream.
Driver stay in the vehicle.
Michael, if we can, that would be awesome.
I've got the link. Thank you, Michael, for saying that over.
You identified yourself. You're placed under arrest for evading arrest. You're brought over here.
That Miss Bagsby up there has got a very scratchy nose. No, Michael, the time is perfect.
Judge, may I add one fact that I don't believe is in the detention hearing report?
Yes, sir.
It's just one of the co-actors is the next person on the list, Barron, who is currently charged with murder.
Whoa!
So now he's associating.
Don't.
I'm going to ask Mr. Bose, the other two people in the vehicle, do they have
what time do you have it scheduled for?
Supervision. Okay, not to my knowledge, meaning you checked and didn't see it, or you haven't checked?
I checked and didn't see it.
Are they adults or juveniles?
Adults.
What do you say?
They were all 17 and 19.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I called mom this morning and she said she had to work, so I called grandma. I'm not sure if grandma was able to make it. Or is on the Zoom.
Or just didn't want to come.
Anthony Armstead, Your Honor?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was here for, he's one of my, just so you know, I'm a family therapist at Lena Pope. He's on my caseload. I just want to say that he has been consistently showing up to our weekly sessions, Your Honor.
Family therapist.
Almost same, you're right. Hashtag, who's the Chase family?
What is the Michael Malloy show? You're just going to have to find out for yourself, Nigel.
There you go, Ghost. I like that. I'll leave that for a second.
Blow kisses at the camera if you're watching.
I don't think she can get away with that.
I don't think she can see the screen because she doesn't have her glasses on. That's what's going on.
There are 3 juveniles in the car?
And one is the other guy up there, and he's wanted for murder.
Oh, Michael, that's fine. Yeah, you can leave it. Yeah, seems to be very common over here in Judge Kim's neck of the woods.
Guilty, don't let him out. Judge Kim is really putting some thought into this.
Yeah.
Lisa, lick the camera if you're watching right now.
CHP is following a limo. Okay, I like
I
that.
see that now. The supplement offense report wasn't in this morning when I did mine.
We'll be ready if they get
No.
I
the
think
driver
Get
is
eyes
not
on it.
I think we already do. Yeah, we're on it.
All right,
All right,
guys,
guys.
we out.
We appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you like this video if you haven't already done so in the future. And yeah,